And on the 1455th day, the good Lord created Solar Power. Lorde's Return, her first single in over 4 years, is an outpouring of joy and hope, less when we need it most, but rather when we're ready to relish in it. Living out in New Zealand, Lorde's been basking in that post-lockdown optimism for some time now, long enough for her to cook up an equally optimistic summer banger just as the weather in the Northern Hemisphere kicks up a notch and real life rears its head. Solar Power isn't a "we're gonna get through this" track, it's a "chin up, the worst bit is over" track. By worst bit we obviously mean the 4-year drought between albums. All that euphoria is delivered in a different package this time around. There's not a synth in sight, just an acoustic guitar opening, perhaps signaling a far more organic sound for this Lorde cycle. Now, this isn't a boring acoustic guitar mind, it's acoustic by way of, as you've probably heard, Freedom 90, by George Michael. There's an A Tribe Called Quest reference in the verses, it's got the swagger of Walk on the Wild Side, funnily enough referenced in Haim's Summer Girl, which this track also recalls, and it goes out with a bang with a gospel ending. Lorde took a trip to Antarctica between releasing Melodrama and writing this, so it's wonderfully ironic that she signals her comeback with the lyrics, I hate the winter, can't stand the cold. She also went completely silent on social media, communicating with fans only via email, which makes sense of the "can you reach me? No, you can't" line. Maybe there's a connection to green light in here somewhere? Remember how her ex lied about loving the beach? She also posted a lot about onion rings, but despite all our research we can't find any nods to them here. There's the lyric of the year, I'm kinda like a prettier Jesus, which is not only very true but also a genius revision of her stage name. The video is pure Mother Earth cum Aphrodite summer goddess vibes, and it's wonderful to know that the whole thing was created with her friends in New Zealand, a fact she shared also via email. The single also dropped on the day of this year's solar eclipse, which isn't a coincidence as she notes we should look to the natural calendar for release date clues. This is all very Scorpio of her. Apparently, Phoebe Bridgers and Clairo did the backing vocals on this one, a lovely detail, and it sounds like it's about to get really Taylor Swift this cycle too. No, we don't mean because she's gone all authentic and Jack Antonoff is aboard for the ride, no, it's because there's a comical amount of detail coming, according to her. Solar Power confirms a few things we already knew about Lorde. She's a sonic shapeshifter, sliding into any iteration of pop she fancies and making it fresh and utterly glorious. She's also clearly one of the most recognizable voices in pop, and it's solidified in this marked change from her electronic beginnings.